Some items for Dia de los Muertos, we have the pan dulce, fruits and vegetables that you want to put on the altar that kind of remind us of the sweetness of life. And then the cempasúchil flower, this is the marigold flower. It's the tradition always to use the marigolds to kind of draw the memory of the deceased to the altar. They have kind of a pungent smell. It's not very sweet, so it's almost like that bittersweet quality. And also the orange color is visible at night. And then for the altar, we have candles. The candles, again, light up the altar. They draw in the spirit or the memory of the deceased. Everybody puts photos on the altar, so I've included a photo of Frida, but you can put photos of anybody that you want to honor. So it might be somebody that passed on in your family, or even somebody from pop culture, celebrities, or just anybody that you'd like to honor. And then we have the flower crown. So the flower crown is really traditional in Mexico because they would wear real flowers in their hair. So this is a way of kind of modernizing it, and anybody can make these. It's just a headband and you glue flowers on it, and it's really fun to wear with your calavera makeup. I do the face paint because it's something that reminds me of Dia de los Muertos, and it's kind of a way of almost like identifying with death, but in a fun way. So as you can see, it's a sugar skull, but it's a fancy decorated sugar skull. It's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be a little macabre, but very joyful, Very colorful. Colorful, joyful. You can even see there's like a sense of humor. All the skulls, they look like they're smiling, and they're just, it's about kind of poking fun at death and making it a little bit more palatable. Papel picado. This is one of the most traditional things for any Mexican holiday, and specifically Dia de los Muertos. They'll have it up in the altars and even make paths of flowers and papel picado, sometimes even leading from cemeteries into the town or at your home altar. And then you want to put some liquids like some hot chocolate or some water so that the spirits of the deceased can quench their thirst. They're going to eat the food, put their candies or anything that they loved during their life on the altar. And, definitely bringing these objects together is a way of remembering that person and kind of doing something special for them. It's a way of bringing memories together and creating a space where it's safe to just honor the deceased and in a happy way. And the cempasúchil flower, they'll use the flower petals to kind of create a path to the altar. And I've seen amazing altars where they'll have a whole carpet full of designs with the flower petals. So if you need just a couple things for Dia de los Muertos, just some cempasúchil flowers and some pan dulce can make a really, really simple altar.
And those kind of are just like marigolds?
Marigold flowers, yeah. Cempasúchil, zempa was 100 because it was 100 petals, and then xochitl means flower, so it's flower of 100 petals. And that's a Nahuatl word. That's an ancient Aztec word, cempasúchil. So we're learning a little bit about Mexican history as we celebrate too, because this was an indigenous holiday. It's evolved over the years, and it's become something, even commercial in some places. H-E-B sells those things, but really it was traditionally an indigenous holiday celebrating ancestors and celebrating the cycle of life. And if you don't want to paint your face, you can just wear a mask.
You wear a little mask.
Yeah. The mask is fun, and we'll offer these types of activities this season where people can decorate it. You can see the eyes are the cempasúchil flower, right? Because that's kind of what.
Yeah. And you did that on yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think originally they actually would use skulls and actually put the flowers in the skulls. So again, it's become very kind of bright and colorful and playful. It's for children. And then the Katrina, which is the kind of classic skull that we see with the big fancy hat, and she's a woman and she's got kind of a lot of bling. That was originally by Jose Guadalupe Posada. It was an art piece that was intended to poke fun at people that bougie people. So this was supposed to be a meditation kind of on the impermanence of life, and saying as much stuff as you put on, as much bling and flowers and feathers that you put on, everybody's going to end up like a calavera. Everybody has, the same fate. So it's kind of like a meditation on not thinking that you're going to escape death.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.